Welcome to Eve Lashes. My name is Genevieve and today I'm going to give you a beginner's guide on how to apply false eyelashes. This tutorial will be perfect for you if you've never applied false eyelashes before or really struggle with the process and want to perfect it. I'm going to take you through this process using the Lara lashes. So these lashes are a great choice when you're still learning how to apply lashes or it's a process that you find you just genuinely struggle with. The reason I've chosen these lashes to teach you with is because they have an invisible band. You can see here, just with the lashes on the packaging, that the band that the lashes sit on is clear. This makes the band a lot more flexible and easier to work with. We also have 3 other styles that are great for learning with that also have an invisible band, and that's the Bex lash, the Yuki lash, and the Terran lash. So first up, I'm going to take you through what you need to get started. So here are the tools that we need to be able to easily apply false eyelashes. First up, a pair of lashes, of course. We also need a pair of scissors and some tweezers. A false eyelash applicator tool makes this job like 1,000,000 times easier. Some eyelash glue, a pair of eyelash curlers, some disposable mascara wands, some cotton tip, and this wee silver thing here is actually the base of a mirror. So I like to use a magnified mirror. It just makes it a lot easier to be able to see nice and close what it is that you're doing. So I've already gone ahead and applied my makeup. The only thing that I haven't put on is mascara because mascara is quite an important part of the process, especially if you're similar to me. I have quite fair lashes. My natural lashes are quite blonde, so I like to apply a little bit of mascara first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mascara and I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara on the tops of my lashes. I'm really not going to use much at all, so basically I'm just going to take my mascara wand and I'm just going to press the mascara down on my lashes. What I'm then going to do is take a clean disposable mascara wand and I'm just going to brush that product through. So now that I have a little bit of mascara on the tops of my eyelashes, I am ready to start the process of applying false lashes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and take the lashes off of the packaging. To get these lashes off, we want to take our applicator tool, and I like to just run the applicator tool just underneath, one side underneath the lashes there, and then taking hold of the lashes from the band, just slowly pulling them away from the packaging. So you'll see here there is a tiny little bit of glue that's on the underside there that just helps to hold the lashes onto the packaging. And then once we've got that one side off, I just use my fingers to pull the other side away. Before we go ahead and measure these lashes to fit our eye, we just want to cut the wee ends off. As you can see on the ends of these lashes, there's just a little bit of leftover clear band there on the end. So what we're going to do is just take our scissors and go in and just trim those off. And same on this end. You may also find that there is a little bit of glue on either end of the lash, which is just left over from the glue that was holding it onto the packaging. If you are allergic to latex, I would recommend that you remove this. Also, even if you're not allergic to latex, removing it will help your application process just because it will make the band nice and smooth. Just with a pair of tweezers, you'll find you can pretty quickly and easily actually pull that glue off the band on those outer edges. So at this point, I like to take my glue and set it out to get ready for application. So I just use the base of my mirror here and I just squeeze out a wee blob of glue, and I'm just going to leave it there while I measure my lashes so that it starts to get a bit tacky. The reason we want the glue to be tacky when we go to apply it is it means that once you apply the lash to your eye, it will stick almost straight away rather than you placing it down on your eye and it's still sliding around because the glue hasn't got tacky yet. So now that we have the lashes ready to measure up against your eye, you want to be holding them again with your applicator tool like this to measure your lashes. When you're looking in a mirror, I'm just using a little vanity mirror. It's really useful if you do actually have one that's magnified on one side. You will find that it will make this process a bit easier because it'll allow you to see a bit closer up to your eye. Taking these lashes and holding them with the applicator tool just in the center there, I'm going to go ahead and measure these against my own eye. So what you want to do is you really just want to place the lashes on the top of your natural lashes, just so you can get an idea if you need to trim anything off the end so that they'll fit nicely. So I'm just going to go and press them into the inner corner, and then take this outer edge and just press it down. So these almost fit me perfectly without having to trim them. They will just need a tiny wee cut just so that they don't dig in at all in the inner corners of my eyes, and also that I don't have any excess lash hanging off the ends, which is often what can cause them to lift if they're too long on these outer edges here. Now I'm just going to take those away from my lashes, and we're going to trim them down. When I'm measuring lashes, I'm generally measuring them against each set of knots of lashes that are along this band here. For me, all I actually need to do is cut this last set of knotted group of lashes off the end here, and they will fit me perfectly. The other thing that's really important to note is when you are trimming down your eyelashes to fit your eye, you want to cut them from the outer edge, so that, especially with something like the Lara lashes, that fan shape stays really nice and even, so they don't become too long on your inner corner. Cool. So I have gone ahead and cut the ends of the lashes off, so now you can see that they finish with that smaller cluster there on the end. So just a wee tip in terms of what you should do with your eye makeup before you are applying your lashes. I've only popped a small amount of eye pencil, I've pressed it in along my lash line just to make it look slightly darker. If you aren't confident about your ability to apply your lashes, it is great to start with maybe something a little bit darker, maybe a winged eyeliner around your eye, as this will allow you a little bit more wiggle room if you make any mistakes or are struggling to line the lashes up with your natural lashes. For the application process, what I'm actually going to do is cut these lashes down into, say, 3 sections, and that's going to mean that when you go to apply them, it's going to be a lot easier than trying to lay down the whole strip of lash and get it in the right spot the whole way across the eye. So you'll definitely find this way heaps easier if you've never applied lashes before, you're really new to this, or you just generally struggle to apply false lashes. What you really want to be thinking about when you go to trim these down is you don't want to cut them right through the middle. The reason for this is when you go to apply them in their cut clusters, you don't want there to be a cut in the lashes right in the highest point of the eye, as you may notice that this will cause a wee gap in the lashes. Really what you want to do is cut the lashes down into thirds so that the centerpiece is nice and even and sits across the middle of your eye. So now we're going to go ahead and cut these lashes into the 3 sections so that they're nice and easy to apply. I'm going to take these first 4 clusters of lashes and I'm just going to trim them right there. So that gives me my first piece of lash that I'm going to apply. And I'm going to go ahead and take hold of this first cluster of lash, and taking a disposable mascara wand, what I'm actually going to do is use the end of this mascara wand to apply the glue. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip the end of my mascara wand in the glue, and I'm then going to go ahead and just run the end of this along the lash band. What this is allowing me to do is I have quite a lot of control in how much glue and where I apply it. Really just making sure it goes on nice and evenly. If you're new to applying lashes, I would definitely recommend that you apply the glue this way versus trying to squeeze the glue onto the lash band directly from the tube. Now we're going to go ahead and apply this first section of lash. So again, using the magnified side of my mirror and holding the lashes nearer the end of the hairs, I'm going to go ahead and place this lash right on the outer edge of my eye. Next, what you can do is actually taking your applicator tool and closing the end of it, as you can then go in and use that as a tool just to press those lashes in along your own natural lashes, just to ensure they're nice and stuck down, there's nothing lifting, and then they're in the right spot. You may find when you're doing this outer edge that the outer corner of your eye might feel a little bit stuck together. That's just from the glue that might slightly come through your natural lashes. Just taking your finger, I have really long nails, so it allows me to do this quite easily, is just running my finger just along my waterline there and just pulling out any of my bottom lashes that may have got stuck up in with that first application of lash. If you don't have long fingernails, a wee cotton tip will do exactly the same job. So now we're going to go ahead and and cut our next section of lashes. So I'm actually going to cut these about there, just in between those two clusters there. So I'm going to place those down and take this middle section, and I'm going to repeat that process and just apply the glue along that band, and then we're going to go ahead and apply this section of lash. When we're going to apply this next set of hairs, we just want to try and get them as close to that first cluster of lashes that we applied. Because this is shaped similar to the shape of your eye, when I take it and use it upside down, I can actually use this to press them right in all the way across along the band. We're nearly there on this eye. One last cluster of lashes to apply. I'm just going to pop the glue on this last little bit. Just going to place down, oh, cool. See, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but I have, when I've gone to place that down, I've got a little bit of glue just in, not quite in the right spot. So I'm just going to take a wee cotton tip and I'm just going to press that on my eyelid just to remove that little dot of glue that got in the wrong spot. The other thing as well is when you are applying these, if you're not happy with the placement or where you've got one of the chunks of lashes that you've applied, if you do work quick enough, you will find that you can actually lift that piece of lash off and have another go at it. If you do that, do just make sure that you go and pop a bit more glue on the lash band, just so that it's going to make sure it sticks really nicely and doesn't lift later throughout the day. Alrighties, so now we have all three of the cluster of lashes applied, and they're all sitting together pretty nice and evenly, so you can't really see it all where they join throughout the lashes there. So the glue that I've used today is just a clear adhesive. So this goes on white and dries clear. You can also use a black eyelash glue. We do have a couple of different options available on the website, and these are great if you are creating a look with a really dark smoky eye. However, if you were wearing a lighter eye makeup look like I am today, it's a little more risky using a black glue, just because if it does touch your eyelid, it is going to leave a little black mark, which you can get off with a cotton tip, but you may find it just requires a little bit more rubbing, which might ruin your makeup just a little bit. So if you are wearing a makeup look similar to what I am today, I definitely recommend that you opt for a clear glue, as it also means that you can go back over your lash line with some eyeliner just to darken up any areas that you think might still look a little bit light from the glue. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now. I actually just used a brown eye pencil with a wee angle brush, and I'm just going to go and press that along the lash band, just so that the lash line is as blended as possible between my natural lashes and the false lashes. So this next step that I'm going to do is totally optional, and it does really change the look of the lashes. So it would really just come down to what kind of look it is that you're wanting to achieve. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to curl the eyelashes. I find it just opens my eyes up a little bit more. It makes the lashes look a little bit more dramatic and actually shows off the length of the lashes. So I'm just going to go ahead with my eyelash curlers. Make sure I've got all my lashes in there, and starting quite close to the root, I'm just going to give that a few squeezes, and then I'm actually just going to move slightly further out, moving towards the end of the lashes. Give that another wee squeeze, and then just a touch more on the ends. So now that I've given my lashes a wee curl with another clean disposable mascara wand, I am just going to go and give them a wee brush. So now that I know that the glue is nice and dry and the lashes are really sturdy and stuck in there, I just want to brush the lashes out just so that they blended in nicely with my natural lashes. So lastly, I'm going to go ahead and just apply a little bit of mascara to the lashes, just to help blend the false lashes and my natural lashes in together. This really creates a seamlessness between your natural lashes and the false lashes. In my case, like I said earlier, because I have quite fair lashes, I really need to do this. But also, if you do naturally have straighter lashes, this will help to almost glue up your natural lashes to the falsies, just so you don't see them sort of sticking out on the underside of the lashes. If you do have a mascara that is a little bit thicker, again, going back in with that clean disposable mascara wand and just brushing that mascara through will help keep the lashes looking really nice and fluffy and just limit any clumpiness that you may get from the mascara. Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and just applied my lashes on my other eye as well. I hope you found this video useful. I'll link below all the products and tools that I've used to apply these lashes, as I'm pretty confident that they'll make your life heaps easier as well. Thanks so much for watching. If there's any other aspects of applying false eyelashes that you would like more information on, or you'd like a tutorial about, please let us know in the comments below and we will endeavour to create a video to help you with that too. If you would like to buy any of the lashes or accessories used in this video, head over to eyelashes.com.